What is up, Silent Gamer here? We're gonna be doing Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. I don't remember too much about this game because it's been over, probably 10 years. Oh no, came out what 2008, so it's been 8 years since I played it. So thanks for tuning in and let's start it.
Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on Tutorial.
As I've said before, I am a
Dear
junior
Hannah,
detective
here I
girly.
am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray, I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell, I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci, only the most famous police detective in the country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend? Natalie?
Nancy. Nancy Drew?
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because see, one day in 1903, this train was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
She's gone.
Oh my gosh.
What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
If I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. Lori Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
So you think her disappearing like that is just some kind of publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley?
Psst, Nancy! Come here!
Excuse me for a second. Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Alright, so we got our phone. Oh, we can take some pictures. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played this game in a long time, so definitely looking forward to excited to play it. Alright, got our checklist, our journal. Oh, this is when she, like, the inventory changed on this one. I feel bad. I feel like I shouldn't have skipped Shadow Ranch. I might go back and start playing them in order, but we'll see.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
Because I know not all of them are available. Like, I don't think Stay Tuned for Danger is available, which that's okay, because that one scared
Sadie
me.
Crawford.
But they did remake the first one, so.
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Any idea what he was doing?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Laurie was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Did you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Laurie is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Laurie scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
I kind of agree with Frank.
You've got to be kidding.
Do you think maybe one of Laurie's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Laurie disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later.
They're sitting reading books. What do you mean you're we doing some stuff around here? Just kidding.
Yes?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end, everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille, who died about a year after they were married.
Where was he from?
East Coast, Philadelphia, I think. His parents were British aristocrats. Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
So he went west and became a miner?
All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere, although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated and its location quite unknown.
Why do you think Laurie invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
All right, then.
I am very excited about being able to search through the train.
pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
Okay, yeah, I guess we're not supposed to press
This
that.
must have been the sleeping car. I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
It'd be cool if we could have gone into one of these cars. Do this puzzle over here. Okay, well, that's the right one right there. Let's see. Okay, this one's not right.
Left pickaxe and lamp with fuel for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
Nice. First puzzle done. Oh, let's call Bess and George.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
George, get over here. It's Nancy. It's about time you called.
What's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm down. Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's been begging me to call you ever since she got here. Only because you've been driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke, she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing? Oh, George, that is so not true. I couldn't care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair. I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool. Nice try, Bess. No, really. You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself. George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Our hostess has disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Lori. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
My thoughts exactly.
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room?
Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape.
It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning.
Only it turns out she faked the whole thing.
Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped.
Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has.
Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky.
Have any theories?
My first order of business is to find out what happened to Lori.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe?
Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
That's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
Jake used to see strange lights at night bobbing alongside the train and thought it was Camille dancing.
Super creepy. Yeah, I just got goosebumps. Which is hard when you're practically covered in paint.
Talk to you soon.
Remember, when in doubt, call.
Alright, I think this is the last car. There's another car. And that's where we came from. I need to go back the other way. I know we're supposed to go and talk to the engineer, but I want to do this first. Alright.
Hey, come on over here. Hi, you're that Nancy person. How you doing? John Gray.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've seen your TV show.
Then I don't have to explain what I'm doing.
Oh, heck no. Why, you're measuring the whoozy whatsism with your trusty gizmometrometer thing.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Lori's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Lori's whereabouts.
Are you saying that Camille's ghost kidnapped Lori?
What to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. That's my working theory, at least.
That's very interesting.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Lori's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Charlena Purcell thinks Lori is just playing some kind of joke on us.
Charlena Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
What do you think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Is Lori a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she planned it that way.
You mean so we'd concentrate all our efforts on finding Jake Hurley? Possible, although she really doesn't strike me as being the planning type.
I'll let you get back to work.
Come back anytime.
Okay, he doesn't bother me too much.
The Little Book of Samplers.
I feel like we're gonna need to know this later. All the different meanings. sorry, if you want to read that in more detail, feel free to pause it. I skim when I play this, which is probably why I get stuck sometimes.
This looks like some sort of game. Nothing happens. I'll bet I have to wind it up first. Wipe out. I did it! Wonder what's in here.
Alright, so second one out of the way. That was a fun one. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to play the... Oh, where's the sheet music?
Don't do that, please! Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. You just about took out my eardrums. You can play that thing when I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
Alright, so we'll have to come back to that one.
It's locked.
Okay, so that one just needs a key.
Thomasina O'Neill. Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Oh good, I'm gonna need that. Because even when I played an instrument, I wasn't very good at reading sheet music.
Looks like some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship between those symbols and those numbers. I wonder what's under here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts. Looks like I need a special tool.
Okay, and I feel like this might be something with the grate, maybe? Or the grate, the puzzle in the last train car we were in. Let me take a look. Also, I think I might have been muted myself and talked to myself, so sorry if it came out weird. Okay, no, never mind. I thought maybe those were symbols that match the samples. I couldn't remember.
Eliza Sandberger.
Hey, Nancy, right?
That's right, Nancy Drew.
Amateur detective, huh? Ever thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
I don't know. Do you like what you do?
I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Yes, I sure did.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days? FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
I heard they stopped because you accidentally rear-ended them.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers. All have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Where do you think it came from?
Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
May I see it?
Sure, in fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I do for you?
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
Well, she could have been kidnapped, she could have been tossed off the train, she could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
So, you're gathering facts?
Of course, it may not look it because that's my style. I'm a low-key kind of guy. But hey, don't worry. I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
What about John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talk to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
It's been great talking to you.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Yeah, I don't think I like him very much. But, it's funny how...
Wonder what Jake used this for.
He's like, oh, I'm not gonna ask so many questions. Meanwhile, like, he's a detective. Aren't you supposed to ask people questions? But whatever. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Oof.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked. And what does AG mean?
Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Where's AG? I haven't looked at the periodic table in a long time. Is there an AG element? This is a good soundtrack. Oh, there it is. AG is 47 and silver. Does that have to do with that picture we looked at on the thing? I don't know. Sorry to mute myself again. My ear was itchy. So 47. So if we go back, hold on. I might be crazy, so you can skip through this if nothing happens. But if we go in here and look at 47, is there one for 47? No, never mind. Yeah, I'm really excited about this game because like I haven't played
Another
in such a long time.
gemstone. JH. For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must be Jake's insignia.
Oh, here we go. Are all of them supposed to be used? That's my question. have no clue if I'm doing this right or not. Oops, no! Okay, let's try again.
There, all done.
Nice. Don't know what it goes to, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's go down here.
An old scale. Strange. It seems to be built into the wall.
I would actually
Those
love to
symbols
go.
look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
I feel like we need more coins before we do it. I would love to stay on a train like this and do like a cross-country
locked.
trip. Oh, so we need to do that out on the cherry? Okay. Nice. Alright, that does it. Hey, look at that.
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp. Citrine, amethyst, zircon, those are all gemstones, I think. Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
Oh, that's the puzzle thing. So, we've got that, maybe. We'll have to see when we go back. Another coin.
Jake said a pickaxe goes here.
Okay.
If I had a spyglass, I'd put it right here. Jake said a lamp goes here.
Okay, so you gotta find all that stuff.
According to that diagram I found, those 6 gemstones are supposed to go in these 6 holders, but I have no idea which one goes where. Wonder what's supposed to go here. Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
I like puzzles like this. Oops. Oh no, it resets every time.
Lori?
Oh my gosh! I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense. Nadine?
Nancy Drew.
Well, as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
Was anyone else in on the trick?
Just the engineer, and all he did was keep his mouth shut. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped yourself.
Oh, right. Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except, I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because you found me. See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
So you want me to try to figure out where the mine is?
Uh-huh. As for the other people on board, if you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show, and I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train, and now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
I'll come back later.
I'll be waiting.
It's funny, I don't remember finding her that fast. In, like, previous games.
Locked, naturally. I wonder how you open it. Wonder how you're supposed to get this open.
Okay, yeah, not sure what that's all about.
I can use this to open that grate I saw in Camille's car. Looks like a dance floor, maybe?
You have to come back to that as well. Cool. So I can't look at the fireplace thing. Okay, that's fine.
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
I found Lori. She was hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
She disappeared because she wanted to see who'd find her first, which is why she left that clue behind.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori no sweat, but I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley in his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice, help you sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day, you know.
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
She seems to have a thing for your eyes.
Yeah, she always told me they were... I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very, brown.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
What did you find?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
Thanks for your help.
Helping people is what I'm all about.
Okay, let's go to the next cabin.
That tool I saw in the caboose. I bet that's what you used to unscrew these bolts.
Okay, I think they all need to face this way.
More pipes to connect. Here we go.
Okay.
What's up?
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
I'm confused. Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both. What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
No offense, but I don't believe you.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Thanks for the chat.
Come back anytime.
How Nancy calls everyone out on their BS. She's like, yeah, you're lying. Wait, there was one back there we needed too, right? Let's go back and grab it. Because I will forget about it. Okay, is it in here? No, there's one more down. One more caboose. Done.
What is that?
That was crazy. Let's see. Should be back with her.
Yes?
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Have you discussed any of her ideas with her?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives. Is that all, dear?
I should get going.
My publisher thanks you.
Nancy, what's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose. And as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori, you got the letter with all the clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her. I found a diagram for some kind of contraption that Jake designed, but to operate it, you need his pickaxe and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her!
Show her what?
That old picture we found!
Okay.
We found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
See you soon.
You know where to find us.
No, I did not. It's the same picture that's at her Aunt Louise's house in the first one. I need to go back and do that other puzzle with the colors, but... Okay, we're gonna look at all this.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm Nancy Drew, one of the passengers.
Sorry, I only take orders from Miss Gerard.
Could I just ask you a few questions?
Hey, you got got questions, I suggest you ask somebody who doesn't have his hands full operating a 19th century steam-powered locomotive, okay? Engineer, this better be Miss Gerard.
Well, actually...
Forget it.
Okay. View is helpful.
A square and a duck. Now, where have I seen those before? It looks like this thing opens up. But how?
So you gotta go back there and do that.
Looks like some sort of steam valve.
I might get a second chance here, we'll see.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Okay, so we're missing some pipes we have to connect. Okay.
This door goes outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea.
Okay, Nancy. Alright, let's go back and what was it, a square and a duck? Let's do that, and then we'll also do that other puzzle. With the colors on it. We get to do that puzzle first. I think that's in the card before. Is it not in here? Okay. 4-1. Okay, so what was the colors? It said silver is orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. So orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow.
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step. Maybe I'd better keep this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go dance.
Wilson carbide and acetylene works. Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
Okay, so Thomas gave him the lamps. Oh. Okay, let's try to unlock that other one. So let's go back to that door puzzle. I don't know if we have enough coins for it, but we can try. Oops.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
Yeah, I think we need more. Okay, we got 4, and I think the duck was +1. Or I have to go look at it again because I don't remember. I should have paid better attention. Let's go back to the picture and look. I went too far. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, that's not a duck, that's a goose. Oh, isn't it the same thing? It says a +1. Unless I'm losing my mind. Go check again and just make sure I'm not completely crazy. Yeah. It's a 1. Let's try it again. I'm not sure what I'm missing on this one, because I definitely have the square. Okay, so we got that one right. That one's a 4. Do we have to do with like all of them on there? I'm not sure how that needs to work. So sure which way to do it. I wonder if I'm missing a slug and that's the problem. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to come back to this. So we'll come back to that. So I feel like I am missing some. Okay. Let's just go back here and make sure there's nothing that I missed.
Whoa! Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
The question is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked. He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Do you think she could have thrown the brake and snuck back to her laptop without your seeing her?
Not likely, but possible, I guess.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
Engineer,
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. I talked to you before, very briefly.
you're not the one who pulled the emergency brake, are ya?
No.
Good. Because if you were, I'd have to come back there and throttle you. Old as this train is, it's a wonder it stayed on the tracks.
So you have no idea who threw the brake?
Like I just said. If I did, I'd be back there tanning their hide. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta get back to work.
Alright, so let's go back this way.
More questions?
Would you like to see the letter that Lori gave me as a reward for finding her?
The one in which Jake Hurley supposedly tells his niece how to find his lost mine? No, thank you. I happily leave it to you to try to solve the mystery of his disappearance. You can afford to look foolish, dear. I can't.
Do you have a theory as to who pulled the emergency brake?
Well, I know it wasn't me. I assume it wasn't you, and I highly doubt it was Lori. So that leaves those two friends of yours, Mr. Gray and Mr. Balducci.
Have you run across many haunted train stories in the course of your research?
A few, but most train-bound ghosts that I've come across seem to have better things to do than sit around pulling emergency brakes.
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log onto my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
Aren't you even going to try finding out what happened to Jake Hurley?
No time. The only reason I haven't insisted that Lori release me from all this silliness is there's always the possibility that what happened to him has the makings of a bestseller, although I highly doubt it.
Why are you so sure that Jake's story wouldn't make a bestseller?
His story is an all too common one. A man wanders off into the desert in search of gold and never returns. Why? He either doesn't have enough food or water, or he encounters hostile natives.
What about his wife, Camille, dying on the train like that?
That does make the story a little more interesting. She probably died of something mundane like pneumonia or even measles. Now, if it was wintertime when she died, and they were in the mountains, Jake no doubt kept her body on the train for months before he buried her, which is rather delicious in a morbid sort of way.
How do you think Jake's engineer wound up dead on the train in the middle of nowhere?
My guess is the engineer got tired of waiting for Jake to return, took off in the train to get help, and died of a heart attack along the way, after which the train rolled to a stop in Blue Moon Canyon. Anyone experienced enough to single-handedly run a steam engine would have been quite a bit older than Jake.
Well, I'll let you go.
My publisher thanks you.
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new, it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
What's up?
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm not surprised.
You're not?
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them, and the resulting voltage, called piezoelectricity, is manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of some quirk in the train's shape or in the composition of the metals used in its construction. It was custom-built, remember?
Whatever it's called, it was unnerving to say the least.
Take it from me, old Mother Nature is capable of some pretty scary stuff.
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
You're skeptical. That's cool. Just remember, the key word when it comes to ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob is the result of Camille's residual life force, spirit if you will, reacting with the chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be a flaw in the photographic paper?
Okay, it could be that too, but it's not. Trust me.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Pleasure talking to you.
Okay.
Carbide. Just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
Oh, the pickaxe is on. Okay.
That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tina will let me take a closer look. That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tina will let me take a closer look.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
I didn't mention it before because it's very bizarre.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look. I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in pans under the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
You don't think there's anything helpful in there?
Nada.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the break? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can ya?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
You're going to arrest him?
Hey, the train could have derailed. We're talking reckless endangerment, attempted assaults, maybe even attempted murder. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead, take a look.
I'll bet I need this stone to build that thing in the diagram I found. But if I remove it now, Tina will know I'm onto something. Interesting. I just wanted to get a good look at it, that's all.
What else can I do for you?
You've been a big help.
Not a problem.
Okay. So now let's go and do that dance thing. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay. I was hoping it was another coin. Okay.
Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
Oh. I need to see what order they go in. Boy. Okay. Let's do this. This one here. This one here. Here. Yes, I'm using some help to figure this out. guess I can't do this yet. I'm missing something, so I'll have to come back and do this later. I'm guessing that gets open when you do the top part. Okay, so we got another rock. Let's do this puzzle here. So this is supposed to be based off of the off of Jake stuff. So let's see. There's Calico. Silverado. Silverado. Dodge City. Say Dodge City. So we need this one X. Oops. Dodge City. Virginia City will be next.
Guess I'm done. Strange. All that's left is a jumble of letters.
Okay, I think that's supposed to be for the thing in the carriage, so let's go put that in there. Oops. So let's see. N. B. R. C. T. E. A. MVR. Z. T. B. A. That's what we need here.
Jake's mine must be somewhere on this map, but where?
Oh, I think all those stones are gonna point to it or something, maybe? Oh back to that map of all the different, like, metals. Or not metals, the different rocks and stuff. To see,
This is where a gemstone goes.
see what each one symbolizes. Okay. Cool. Let's go talk to him. Let's go talk to Lori. Sorry, I turned back around. Let's talk to her first.
Yes?
I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
I'm a good detective, remember?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
You do?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
Did you see something?
Well, no. But I'll tell you what. Your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Not Jim, Joe Hardy.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
Guess I better get to work.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
Okay. Let me open our checklist.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. Finish that. Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. I'm done. Check. 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 Finish that. Check. Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet.
Oh, let's do that letter one now.
The 3rd of November, 1901. From first, you will need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country, to towns which can be difficult to find, to Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly, but to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you. Words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado, and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her, and heard her, and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
Okay, so we need to go work on the doll puzzle.
What's going on?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
When people start answering them honestly, I do.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
But you didn't stop caring.
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
I'm really good at making the characters angry on here. Oops.
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
What have you got?
I put this digital recorder in the corner where Camille showed up in that picture and turned it on so it would just keep recording. Now when you play it back at normal volume, all you hear is background noise. But when you turn the volume way up and run the signal through a filter or two, hear that?
I hear something. It kind of sounds like a woman singing.
Not just any woman.
Camille.
So be careful what you say in here. She's listening.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints. And now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Is it true that your show is in danger of being canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
Were you in this room the whole time prior to that emergency brake thing?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Take care.
Teddy Eberhardt.
I really wish we could go in the cars. That'd be a pretty cool thing.
More questions?
Were you able to find the name of Jake's train engineer?
I came across 3 references to the fact that Jake had an engineer, but I'm afraid none of them included his name. I failed. Sorry.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
My publisher thanks you.
Nancy, you missed it.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Aw, come on, you heard them. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately, we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
So you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good idea to find out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
Engineer, this better be Miss Gerard.
Well, actually...
Forget it.
Frankie. Okay, I want to talk to that lady first. Oh, is there something I'm missing?
An eagle. Where else have I seen an eagle?
More questions?
What were you and Lori arguing about earlier today?
Lori and I? We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that. A storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it. She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
You stole one of her ideas?
She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything. And it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
My publisher thanks you.
Okay. I also feel like I'm missing some pipes, so I feel like I need to... Maybe I'm gonna go back to that first room and try to find more grates that I need to do the pipes for, because I feel like I am missing some. I am missing some of those because we can't do that yet, so maybe I need to figure... Let me check what's in here. Okay. I already did one in this room, so I know that's good. I think we already had done one in this room. Yep, we already did that one. Oops.
Haven't done that yet. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Can't check that off yet. I'm done with that. Finish that. I'm done with that. Haven't done that yet. Still have to do that. Haven't done that yet.
Alright, let's see.
Can't check that off yet.
In the sleeping car. Wait, get the 4 numbers.
Still have to do that.
Oh yeah, I still need to play the tune. Maybe that guy leave.
Check.
Yep.
Still have to do that.
Okay.
I'm done. Finish that. Check.
Okay. Let's try to find more grates. Oops, I just start from there. Oh no, I haven't done that one, the one in the first car, because we haven't been able to open it yet.
I can't stay mad at a fellow detective. What do you need?
It's been great talking to you.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Ugh.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Before you say anything, I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Tino came to see me. He said you'd made him realize what a jerk he'd been for dumping me, and then he asked me out. Isn't that great? He said he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He thinks we make the perfect couple.
Well, I can't argue with him there.
So what do you want?
We'll talk some more later.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, I thought maybe she'd give us some info on what's it called? On the book thing. Okay, let's try this again. I wonder if I can get it to work now. Okay, I'm missing something. Let's see here. Let's see here. I've got her, this doll, this doll, this doll, this doll. Green, brown, orange. Okay, so what am I missing? I don't understand what I am missing. Okay, write this around a little bit more. Okay. So we talked to Lori. We already did this in here. So I think in terms of this room, the only puzzle left is this. So let's go back and kind of check each room. Well, we already read all the notes in here. Let's go back here. Oh no, I think we're good here. I'm sorry, you go back. Wait. Sorry, I'm gonna go back here. Sorry, I keep going back and forth. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, which I don't think I am. Ah, okay, we're good in here. We're good in here as well. Let's do some more searching.
That looks just like the stuff John Gray has his thermometers packed in. Camille with Hager Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Okay, that was a new clue. Okay. Alright, oh, I want to look in here too. Does it have like each gemstone? Okay, so we've got tiger's eyes. Is there? I'm gonna take a picture. Or I'm gonna take note of these. Because I feel like this book is going to help us later when we try to see, excuse me, which gemstone goes in what. What's that? Okay, let's see what we've got in here. Just want to run through it again. I think we're missing a clue for the doll puzzle. Awful Ursula is one of the dolls. Never already read that, so we're good. Okay, look at the box on there. Already looked at the drawer. No, we looked at that. Okay. We haven't figured out this one yet. I haven't figured out yet. Okay. So I think we checked everything here. Let's go try that puzzle again. If I still can't get it, I might cut to when I do figure it out because I'm not gonna make you sit and watch that. I do like how fast it is to get to the different places here. Okay, let's try this again. Mama! Oh. What was that, Nancy?
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
Lori gave me a letter that Jake Hurley wrote to his niece, telling her how to find his gold mine.
If Lori knows where the mine is, why doesn't she just make a beeline for it?
Because apparently Jake was too paranoid to tell his niece outright where it was. So he filled the letter with all these weird, obscure clues. I don't think Lori could make heads or tails of them. I know I barely can.
Sounds like when he lost his wife, Jake may have lost a few marbles as well.
I discovered this cabinet full of old dolls in the caboose.
Old dolls make my skin crawl. Whose were they?
They belonged to Jake's wife, Camille. Jake mentioned them in his letter to his niece.
They could have been Jake's, you know. I mean, they never had a child of their own, right? So maybe after Camille died, he went a little bonkers. Oh, Bess. Hey, I'm just trying to think outside the box here, okay? Something it wouldn't hurt you to do from time to time, little Miss No Imagination.
You know, maybe I'll just put this paintbrush down, walk out that door, and let you do this all by yourself.
No! You've got to keep painting. If I don't get this done by tomorrow, I'll be grounded for a month. I was just kidding about your imagination. It's wonderful. You're wonderful. Very, very wonderful.
That's more like it.
John Gray claims to have Camille's voice on tape.
Really? Did you hear it?
I heard a woman singing, but it was very faint.
You heard an actual ghost?
Bess, whatever I heard was barely audible. For all I know, it could have been a voice off the radio or something.
Did the real Camille like to sing?
According to Charlena, she did.
Well, there you go. You heard a ghost.
Oh, Bess, you are so gullible.
Open-minded.
Gullible.
Charlena and Lori had this big, huge argument, and you'll never guess why.
Lori called Charlena a hack.
No.
Charlena called Lori an airhead.
No.
Bess, she doesn't really want you to guess, okay? Tell us, Nan.
Well, it seems that Lori sent Charlena a bunch of story ideas, one of which Charlena used in her latest book without telling or paying Lori.
Charlena stole something Lori wrote? That's incredible.
No, the fact that Lori wrote something that Charlena thought was worth stealing. That's what's incredible.
It makes me think that Charlena is a lot more devious than she appears.
Yeah, better keep an eye on her, Nan.
If I told you that I needed a hint, what would you say?
I'd say it's about time.
I'd say fire away.
I still don't have all the gemstones I need. Help.
If you head into the dining car, you'll probably see the light.
As long as things are looking up, you will.
Excellent. You guys are great.
We know.
See ya.
Okay. I'm gonna try one more time with these, and if it doesn't work, I'll just have to cry. Alright, let's send pass a picture of the shoes. Not these ones.
Darn. The name of the shoes is so faded I can't tell what it is. Maybe Bess and George can help me figure out who made them.
Let's call them back.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read. But to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of them with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to paint Bess's room.
Boring. Besides, we're going to have to take a break soon because we're almost out of paint.
Probably because Bess has gotten more on me than she has on the walls.
Anyway, send us a picture of the shoes via cell phone as soon as you can.
Actually, I already sent you a picture of the shoes.
Well then, hey, we're on it.
Ah, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
Catch you later.
Remember, when in doubt, call.
Alright, so while they're doing that...
Yes?
We'll talk some more later.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
Alright. Probably gonna take a break here in a little bit from playing. But I just want to get some other things that I've been really having a lot of fun with this one. Versus, you know, I mean, I have fun with all Nancy Drew games, but there's some where it's like, I don't want to sit here and keep playing, so...
What's going on?
You're the one who pulled that emergency brake, aren't you?
Me? What, are you joking?
Care to explain how packing material from the box those thermometers were in wound up on the floor over there?
You're just some teenage nobody. I don't have to listen to this.
You're right, you don't. Neither do the other passengers. But unless you give me a good reason not to, I think I'll tell them anyway.
Look, maybe I was a little hasty, pointing a finger at the ghost guy like that. Maybe all those lies people have been spreading are starting to get to me. Maybe I thought it would help if I got a little positive press by solving a crime aboard a haunted train. Maybe I apologize. And, maybe you can see fit not to let any of this go beyond this room?
Well, no harm done, I guess.
Great. Well, what else can I do for you?
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Alright, let's see here.
What's up?
Thanks for the chat.
Come back anytime.
need to figure out that code too.
More questions?
Well, I'll let you go.
Let me know if you run across anything juicy.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, how's it going?
See you later.
You better.
Alright, let's look at our checklist.
Still have to do that. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Still have to do that. Check.
It's done.
Still have to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna get the note from him again. Or the letter. We have the map, projector. I think we need to look at the projector.
If I had a lamp, this is where I'd put it.
So in his note, he said something about a projector. Maybe I'm overthinking. He said, "Please my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart." He's writing them accordingly. So, okay, so I have to get the dolls in order first. And then... yeah. Let's go pass the torch back.
Hello?
Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command, but hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes were made by Chaussette Chateauyantes, Chausssettetes, Chatoyantes. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussette Chateauyantes. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
Okay.
Get this. It turns out that Tino Balducci pulled the emergency brake.
Balducci did it?
He framed John Gray so he could arrest him and get some positive press for himself. I think it finally dawned on him that he's not the great detective everyone thinks he is, and probably never will be.
How pathetic can you get? Cute and pathetic. Just my type.
got a hint?
You bet.
I still don't have all the gemstones I need. Help.
The good news is, one is in Jake's car, right by Tino. The bad news is, one is in Jake's car, right by Tino.
Excellent. You guys are great.
We know.
See ya.
Alright, let's go back to do the shoes. Oh, not the shoes, the dolls. Okay. So, 10th time's a charm. Okay, so yellow. I should have these memorized by now. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's all we need. Let's do the scale now. We can get, I think it was what, 7, 8. It's that guy. On. Let's see here. I'll take these off. Okay. Let's get the square first. How do I get up before? Yes, okay, here we go. Okay. I don't get why it's not lighting up the duck. Let's try this again.
There. With any luck,
Okay,
I
there we
just
go.
opened the stove in the dining car.
Okay. Oh my. I can't do math. Oops, the wrong way too. Okay.
James Thurston.
Hey, how's it going?
I think I know the name of Jake Hurley's engineer. James Thurston.
Great! What else do you know about him?
Well, nothing.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, finding out more about him will give us something to do. We'll look into it.
See you later.
If you need anything, just let us know.
All right, and I think I'm gonna take a break here, and I will be recording more. So let me know what you think, and thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourself, and as always, stay awesome.